Alright. Everything should be better now.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto. Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who let me out. So who was that guy? Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead. He said I was in a British military hospital, but the doctor had a Greek accent. They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all. What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south. Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south.
That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map.
Spot any outsiders snooping around. So how do things stand? Last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state. Though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past,
there's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
They all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like death, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up. We're changing ships. We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler. The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it? Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road. And then we continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, wide...
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march. Better horses than boats. Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is
How about it? Can you see the village from there? Use the binoculars to recon the place.
Concludes today's news.
Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics. Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire. The Second Cold War. And there's been no end to regional regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity. Private forces? Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation. I remember, but I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. The reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for
Parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA.
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs, followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's...
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that.
Eva.
Rings a bell. Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think? I can still feel my real arm. Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain? Every now and then. Where? My fingertips. My left fingertips. Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand. Yeah. What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain.
Really?
If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
You could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that? I think so.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that. I will. All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
Dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
All right. What's with that strap? That's just flailing. I also turned on the graphic options, and I did find motion blur, so I turned that off for sure. Did they wake up? No? What was that? But, okay, I need to find a way up there. Really? You're stealing their music? What the? Diamonds?
That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
I can find diamonds. Okay,
Snake. I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Oops! I'll just take this. You should be safe over here. You just had a little bit too much to drink. There we go. Totally believable. Is that a thing I can shoot? It's not glowing red, so I don't know. Hey, how do I get up here? Oh, there we go. Oops! No one up here?
Hey, that's...
You have arrived at your destination.
Hey, that's what? I'm used to Nintendo.
So you picked up an intel file. Now we know where Miller is.
Obtained.
I'm marking it on your iDroid.
Arrived at Mother Base. The map has been updated.
Okay.
trained to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
I didn't get. Oh. Okay. I feel like there should be a faster option. There we go.
Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you. It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself.
Ah, dang it, weapon sway. Oh, so there was another one. Well, that kind of destroyed the whole point of shooting the lights out.
The enemy's given up their search for you. But they're not giving the all clear just yet. Stay alert.
Man, where is he going? I love this song. And you're mine. Man, I only thought there was 2 of you guys.
Guard post captured.
Oh, really? Didn't even whistle. Hello. Wait. Wait, no, we're going this way. Oops. There's a shiny thing, but I don't really care. Okay. This I'm more closer to. So what's with the shiny thing?
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime. It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down.
Another base.
Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat. Hiding on horseback allows you to stay out of sight even while on the move. It's effective for avoiding enemy guard posts and long-range reconnaissance patrols. Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. If you stand up and run around, you'll make it easier for them to spot you. You can use your prosthetic arm to make a knocking sound anywhere and lure the enemy. You can also select empty magazines to throw from among your support weapons.
Okay.
You've reached one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your eye droid for his location. I hope to help. Well, he's all right. He's not your average client.
Marker removed.
I don't think that's what I wanted.
The target is Kazuhira Miller, your old partner. He was captured by the Soviets and is being held at one day. He's gonna look a lot worse than that photo, but I'm sure you'll know him when you see him.
Boss, your mission is to rescue the target, Kazuhira Miller.
Really, that's it? All right. So he's in there. What's going on in there? It's not. It seems big, but I don't see that many people. Where are they all? Oh. I wish I have a sniper. What?
They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your eye droid for his location.
There's that one little outpost. All right. All right. So, I have not captured this yet, I'm guessing. There's more people around. All right.
Press up against obstacles like walls to hide from the enemy and protect yourselves from attack. This is taking cover. Whenever the enemy is nearby, your first thought should be to take cover.
Alrighty. Oops. Dang it, I did it again.
Sun will
It'll
rise.
be dawn soon. Your surroundings will be easier to see, but that goes for the enemy as well. The guard detail in Soviet outposts changes in the morning too. Watch yourself.
Alrighty.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
Wait, how did I pass him up?
God. No use for me, huh? Cause it's me. I'm here to get you out. Snake. They do something to your eyes? No, it's just bright as all.
You'll need these then. What if I saved them during the night? I would have made a song reference.
What took you so long? We'll talk, but not here.
Extraction arrived at Metabase.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right?
What? You used to give him piggyback rides? Dang it.
Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear 'em. Kept you waiting. Come on. Say it for all time's sake.
No, no.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly. where you want to go even when the map's closed.
Lost it all that day.
Ahab, do you read me? This is Pequod. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
What?
Gas. It's them.
What? On Earth?
Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
No. You put him on the horse. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Caution, you are
Watch
about
it any further and you'll leave the mission area.
Caution, you are about to leave the mission area. Caution, you are about to leave the mission area.
Huh. I see. Hold tight, Kaz.
That's Miller. You can't just leave. Run, boss. You've got to lose him.
No, 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 no.
Support helicopter has arrived.
The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist.
Really?
Our men, survivors from 9 years ago, were wiped out in minutes. I don't know what they want, but it's them. No mistake.
There's some weird stuff going on.
All right.
Mission info
Put Miller in.
updated.
All right. Oh, this is cool. Wait, what?
Buddy, departing area of operations.
What?
Extraction
I think
arrived at
I
midway.
thought D-Horse just died. Ice? What? What's this? Game's over. I won. Oh, screw that. Okay. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.